Good evening, friends. Welcome to the next edition of my video on things of interest. Today's topic is on dramatic monologues. A dramatic monologue is basically a story poem set in music where the poet speaks in a manner not in blank verse or line by line, but adds the content in a musical tone. 55 years ago, I heard this poem, Ringo by Lorna Green. It still chills me and makes me remember the good things of life. By some chance, I happened to see it on a Google, and so I thought I would share it with my friends, their experience of a lifetime. It's a small but a wonderful story of two hardened Western gunslingers in the days when it was all famous to have guns and wear big hats and tight clothes and rule the world, gunning away with glory. Our hero, the narrator, saw a man lying almost dead on the ground. He had no movement in him, so he went and turned him around. He found that he had been shot from the back and he had been badly injured, that it looks as if he had lost his life. Fortunately, the lead, that ounce of lead, did not enter his heart, but just below that. So he took his knife and knocked off the ounce of lead. The anti-hero of this dramatic monologue, Ringo, started mending, and after about a period of time, he was able to get back to his feet. And this man still took care of him. For some reason, they bonded well together, though each one was on his train. And after a while, he found that this man, Ringo, was practicing shooting in such a manner of the way the Chinese table tennis players practice the forehand drive hours and hours in a day. The narrator of my hero was pleasantly surprised and shocked to see that he had perfected his skill so much that he was now ready to move on with his friend. The two of them ride up to the crest of the mountain. Our hero moves east and joins the police force to earn a star, while the anti hero, Ringo, turns west and starts his trail of destruction, murder, as well as looting. So it so happens that that he had become the scourge of the town, and that area was his, and he was devastating too many people too much of the time. One wondered what he would do, so there was nobody to control him. However, they all remembered that the narrator, our hero, was having the best shot in the whole of the Wild West. So they decided that he would go after his friend Ringo, though now their paths had changed and now they had to gun for each other. The hero traps Ringo in a place where he cannot move out, and it challenges him for a one-to-one duel. And they all say in this dramatic monologue that Ringo was famous, but the hero was having the fastest draw in the whole of West. But lo and behold, to his surprise, because of that practice with the deadly gun, the time the hero started unbuckling and taking out his pistol, this man had shot him in the hand and knocked the gun flying out of his hand. He was stunned beyond surprise, and he was expecting the next shot to kill him. However, humanity and Graban's greatness suddenly came into the fore. The anti hero walked up to him, looked at him, and said, "Good evening, friend." The narrator says, "I realized immediately that in spite of who he was and what he was doing, there was still an ounce of good in that man. He did not finish him, but gave him enough time to go away." There is a lot in this which we will come later towards the end of this program, where the human nature and characterization and characters come into play and foremost in all. We see that after a while he is trapped, Ringo is trapped, and there's no way that he could get out. And a dozen shooters shoot him down, and the whole town erupts with joy. At the same time, this our hero is decorated, and he still feels that it was unfair, but still he had to do his duty. And after a while, he sort of gives up his gun and stops his policing duties. And they said that people said that he had enough and he had a big career, but he said that that was not the case. The case was that he had lost to the his ultimate hero, and after a while he decided